Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm so excited to share with you the introduction for another project pan. This is the Graveyard Project Pan, and when Emily reached out to me, I was so excited about this video concept. She reached out to a bunch of different people who project pan all across social media and came up with this concept of a graveyard project pan that ends on Halloween, and it basically is for products that are either close to expiry, things that are close to getting used up, or things that are repeats from previous project pans, and these are just products that truly need to die. So I loved her concept. I loved the ideas behind this entire project pan, and it's just like the project hasn't even started, but the fact that there's just a big community of people collaborating in this project pan has been already so much fun, and I cannot wait to watch everyone's videos and to also follow this project on Instagram. The hashtag that we have decided on is hashtag Graveyard Project Pan, which is nice and easy to remember, and I just cannot wait to see how everyone does with this project. So it will run for 6 months. It's starting today, April 30th, right through until Halloween Day. And we've decided that we're gonna do updates every other month. So look forward to those updates coming in June, and then in August, and then the finale in October. And you can choose anything between 5 and 10 items within any of the categories that I just mentioned. So they actually have super cute names for each of the categories. So I just really wanna hop in and share with you guys the products that I selected, but I do have to quickly mention that if you can hear all of the pouring rain, or the fact that this video is so beyond dark is frustrating to you, not only did I think it fit with the theme, but it actually is pouring outside, and it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's totally dark outside too. So I cannot help the fact that it is dark and you can hear the drizzle and the downpour. But I feel like because this is a graveyard project pan, it's got spooky categories, it kind of seems like it fits. So we're just gonna roll with it and just own it. I also just really wanna say at the beginning, before I hop into the products, thank you so much, Emily, for asking me to be a part of this project. I have been loving her channel. This year is really when I discovered Emily's channel, or maybe at the very end of last year, and I think she does amazing project pan kind of content and makeup use up, and not necessarily minimalism, but like definitely more conscious consumerism sort of content. So I've been really enjoying watching all of her videos, and she's a fellow Canadian, so of course I just like her for that too. So head on over to Emily's channel. Of course, check out everyone else who is participating in this project. There is a huge group of us, but definitely check out Emily's channel since she is the one who kind of thought up this entire concept. So I will link that down below, and I just cannot wait to hop into all my products. So let's just get into it now. So the idea of this project is that you can choose anywhere between 5 and 10 items, and I've opted to go for 6 products to focus on in this project, 5 of which are makeup items and 1 is a perfume. And I'm really excited to focus on all of these products. So I just want to start with the products that I've selected for the Ressurection category. The first one that I have here is something that I'm sure so many of you guys will be familiar with if you have watched any number of videos on my channel. This is a Colourpop Super Shock Shadow that was unfortunately discontinued. This is in the shade Koosh, and it doesn't look like a lot in the pan. I do have it on my eyes today. I have it on the inner portion and on the majority of my lid, and for some reason I just think that this is such a special shadow, and it's a like cool toned, silvery, taupey, almost pulls a little bit purple kind of shade. And I have so much pan on this, and I actually have a backup of it now, and I purchased a Cover FX liquid shadow that I thought might be a really good dupe for it. So I do not need this in my collection anymore, but of course I want to savor every single last bit of it, so I want to use this up within this project. Here's a swatch of it. You can see how just like truly high shine and just how much dimension is in this shadow. I think it's so special. It truly is like a one and done kind of shadow for me. Of course, that's not how I'm wearing it today, but I can just slap this on my lid and put on a ton of mascara, and I'm so happy with the way that my eyeshadow looks when I wear this. It just is so special, and it's actually one of the first eyeshadows that I bought from Colourpop. It was in a pack of 6 in my very first Colourpop order, and I've loved it since then. I think that was 3.5 years ago now. It was shortly after I moved into my apartment. It must have been like November of 2015. Yeah, that's when I bought it, and it still is holding up really well. I haven't had to repress it or add oils or anything to it, but I find the like ultra metallic and metallic formulas don't tend to dry out on me, at least. And yeah, I would just love to use this up by Halloween. I don't think that's impossible to do. I actually think I can probably do that even with having my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. So I am super excited for this product. Next up in the Ressurection category is another Colourpop Super Shock product. This is a Super Shock Cheek in the shade Lunch Money. This was actually in the same project pan that Koosh was in the past, and that was my rolling Project 10 pan that was in the beginning of 2018. And I did make a really significant amount of progress on this, but I didn't get a chance to finish this product up. And again, I would like to do that with this product. I feel like it looks like there's a lot in here, but there actually isn't a lot. This product is quite thin. I have kind of smushed it back into place several times, and you can see a little bit of pan is starting to poke through it again. But this is just such a nice cream highlighter. I think I can wear this throughout the summer, no problem, on like my shoulders and on my collarbones and on my cheekbones. I can wear this underneath foundation, on top of foundation. It just is a beautiful champagne with a high shine kind of finish. And I just think that this is something that I can get tons of progress out of and hopefully finish it up by the end of this project. Given that there's 6 months, I don't think that's unattainable in any way. I just need to remember to reach for it, and I would like to finish it up within this project simply because it is a more creamy finish or formula, and I just really don't want to let it go bad before getting it used up. I'm also like unofficially trying to use up as many Colourpop products as I can this year because I have just way too many of them. So yeah, I would really like to get this used up and out of my collection within this project. I think it's gonna take me the entirety of the 6 months. I don't know if I'll be able to roll anything in its place, but that is a-okay with me. Next up in the Ressurection category is another highlighting product actually, and I think I'm just in the mood for summertime. That's why I chose this product as well. But this has actually been in 2 different project pans. It was in a rolling Project 10 pan at the end of 2018, and it was also in a 12 pans of Christmas project back in 2017. So I'd like to get it used up and out of my collection. This also is a liquid product, so it's time to just let it go. So this is the e.l.f., I was gonna say Lelf, the e.l.f. liquid highlighter, and this is in the shade Illuminating. I don't know if this is the only shade in this formula, but it truly is just a liquid highlighter, and it has a beautiful sheen to it. It's doesn't have like definitive sparkle or glitter or anything in it. It just really offers a beautiful sheen to the skin. And I personally really like using this mixed in with my primers to give me an illuminating base. So I think I'm gonna use this in conjunction with my Too Faced Hangover Primer, which is in my 9 in 2019. I don't think it should be any sort of issue to get this used up within this project if I'm using it in that way on a everyday basis. Unfortunately, there is some air in the tube right now, but I have barely touched this since it was in my last project pan, and I had finished it off at this point right here. I would honestly say that it's still at that exact same marking because I think I maybe used it twice since I finished up my rolling Project 10 pan at the end of last year, which is so bad of me, but I would just like to get this used up within this project. Again, I don't think that's going to be an issue, but I do think it probably is going to last me through the majority of this project pan. The remaining 3 products actually fall into a different category, which is called Collecting Cobwebs. And this category is intended for products that are close to expiry or getting old, products that, you know, are still holding on, but you'd really like to work your way through. And so I chose 3 products that are perfect for this category, things that I actually had on my like to finish up list for this year, and I haven't really found a place for them in project pans quite yet. The first one is something that I'm super embarrassed to say I've probably had in my collection for about 5 or 6 years, probably 6 years at this point. That's realistic to say it could even be longer. This is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. You guys know this is such a popular blush. I'm sure you've heard so many things about this beautiful, beautiful blush from Milani. It is a gorgeous luminous finish and a coral kind of color, and I love this blush so much, but I have not reached for it in quite some time because I'm always kind of focused on panning other blushes in my collection. But seeing as this project goes throughout this summer, I would love to work my way through this and hopefully hit pan on this blush. You can see it is a gorgeous, sheeny, glowy finish for the skin. I feel like this can work really well as a blush topper on top of other blushes to kind of change the finish of them, but it can also work, of course, independently and just offer a beautiful sheen to the skin with a gorgeous flush as well. So like I said, I'd love to hit pan on this. I don't think it's too far off from that. Of course, it's not close either. You can see that the product, it once was domed. It's no longer domed. It really is quite flat to the packaging. So I don't think that it's unattainable to hit pan on this, but it is gonna take me quite some time to reach that goal. But considering how old this product is, I'd really like to work my way through it and at least reach that goal of hitting pan on it. And I do think this is gonna work really well in combination with a blush that I have in another project pan. So I'm really excited to pull this out and fall back in love with this product over this project. I have one last makeup product in this project. This is a Bite Beauty matte lip crayon, I think. It is a matte cream lip crayon, and it's basically just a lipstick in a skinny applicator. This is in the shade Leche, and this is a full size of it. I love this color. It is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. Here's a swatch of it. It's a beautiful, slightly cool toned, mauve-esque kind of nude shade. It really is quite unique to my collection, and Bite Beauty products do go bad a little bit quicker than other brands because they are made with food grade ingredients. This has been in my collection just over that 2-year mark now, so I'd love to just get this used up. However, there's still a lot of product in here. There's quite a lot in the bullet still, so I'm not really entirely sure that I can finish it off. But given that it's such a creamy formula and it's really easy to wear with so many different eye looks, I don't think it will be a problem. I am gonna set myself that goal. I don't know, it could be risky to set a goal of trying to finish it off, but I'm gonna set myself that goal because this is called a matte formula, but it truly is like a nice, like satiny kind of velvety kind of formula. It looks matte on the lips, but it still feels really nice and creamy, and it's quite malleable as well. So I think that this will work really well mixed with other lipsticks or with other lip glosses or worn on its own. I can also wear this as a cream blush, I'm sure, throughout this project. So I don't see it being an issue. It just will be definitely a challenge to finish this off. But given the fact that it is over the 2-year mark now, I would love to just get it worked out of my collection. And lipsticks are hard for me, so it's risky. It's risky for me to put a lipstick even into this project pan, but I am excited to be focusing on this one. The final item is a perfume from Pacifica. This is the Tuscan Blood Orange fragrance, and you can see I have not used very much of this. This is just not my absolute favorite product, but it's something I've never really had the heart to declutter either because I do think it's quite nice. And it's just a beautiful citrusy kind of scent. I think it's gonna work perfectly through the summer. I'm hoping to get this used up because this is getting older. It's definitely surpassed the 2-year mark from my collection. If not, maybe even 3 years. I cannot remember when I bought this. I bought like a Rollerball trio from Pacifica, and this was one of them. And I just don't reach for it because it's not my preference of application. I don't like Rollerballs at all, actually. I think it's okay for like Peppermint Halo from Sage, but for actual like fragrances like this, it kind of creeps me out, especially when the container is clear and you can see all the nasties. Like I can see this is very cloudy and it wasn't originally. I don't know if that's just because of age or if that's because of my skin, but I would like to get this used up and out of my collection within this project pan. Nerve-wracking because there's so much product still left in here, but I don't think that it's unattainable because this is a gorgeous scent for the summertime, and I do think that this is something I will be able to reapply throughout the day multiple times. It's something that I will want to reach for on those sweaty, yucky summer days. So yeah, I might be able to finish this off. We shall see kind of how it goes throughout this project, but my goal with this one is definitely to just get it used up and out of my collection, and I would love to use it, as I do have a actual spray bottle of a different fragrance from Pacifica that I just love so much more. So I'd love to use this up in this project pan. So that's everything I'm going to be focusing on for the next 6 months of this project. There will be 2 updates and a finale within this project pan, and I cannot wait to share with you guys all of my progress. Here's to hoping I can actually finish off 5 products and hit pan on 1 other. Let's see if that is at all possible. If, of course, I do finish something before this project comes to a finale, I can roll in something new. And I have kind of thought about it, potentially if I'm feeling really like motivated within this project, I might end up just like choosing to roll in up to 4 more products, because the max is 10 for this project pan. So I may just be like, you know what, this is getting close to done, or this is something that I'm just like not quite finished off. I might just end up rolling it into this project as well. That's something that I'm not keeping out of the realm of possibilities. If you love project pans as much as I do, I highly suggest you go binge watch more of this content. Just look at the hashtag graveyard project pan, and you will find everyone else's videos and posts on Instagram as well. So looking forward to this project pan. Absolutely cannot wait to see how everyone else does and what products everyone else chooses to focus on. And yeah, I will see you for my first update in this project on June 30th. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.